Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Fabian Ruiz. Diaz. He's through here. Olise. Hakimi. Pavlovic. Davis. And here's Diaz. A lot of space ahead of him. Tacho gets it clear.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Now that's well seen too. Musiala. Now it's Olise. Thinks one through. Diaz! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Bayern Munich, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's played forward. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Hakimi. Tacho forwards and with intent. João Neves, gently done. Musiala, and there's his chance to lead the counter, and it's been played through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Kimmich. Bayern Munich are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Pavlovic. That's really well manoeuvred. Musiala! Oh, it's come loose. João Neves. Scalia. Vitinha shifted upfield. Paris Saint-Germain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Doué is onto it in a flash. Great defending, strong and determined. Keeper's got good distance on that. Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. Hakimi. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Pavlovic. And it's Kane. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And the half-time whistle goes. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Bayern Munich. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bayern Munich have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Musiala, aim forwards. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bayern Munich clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Davis looking for a runner. Davis. And it's hoisted clear. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Doué. Kimmich does really well to win the ball there. Musiala spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Bayern Munich are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
That is good strength. And it's Musiala. Now it's Diaz. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Cleared away. Kvaratskhelia shifted upfield. Nuno Mendes. That is lovely. Dembele, he's gone backward here. Kvaratskhelia!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Hakimi, João Neves, and here's Dembele, and here's Lee Kang-in, and it's Ruiz, Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's played into the area. So much time and space here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Long ball looking to counter. Pavlovic.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Pavlovic. Tar. That's really well manoeuvred. Tacho gets across to intercept that. Mendes, gently done. Vitinha. Lee Kang-in, nice physical challenge.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's it, nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. So this one to set the tone. And he puts them one up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Kvaratskhelia next in line, and here he is. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Olise is second man up. Oh, it's saved, pretty much straight at him.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Lee Kang-in is the man who's second in line. Top corner, brilliant penalty.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
So this one to restore parity. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Dembele will take the third penalty. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he guessed wrong.
Bayern Munich looking to draw level.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Vitinha is the fourth man to step up.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Bayern Munich are looking to save match point. It's saved, and it's over! So after a gruelling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken.
Oh, this is